Good morning, everybody. This is Chad Musgrove of ProAd Insight, and wanted to do a quick little walkthrough of a certain website. I've had this client for many, many years, and over the years, I've redesigned this site about 3 times. And I just finished up another redesign of this site, and I had not too long ago, I had actually stumbled upon an old screenshot I had taken of the original site, and I was just blown away. I probably my own worst critic, but I look back on old work I've done and just wonder what in the heck was I thinking. So this is going to be a little trip down memory lane, as well as um, show you a timeline of websites I've done for this one particular client, so you can kind of see the differences in how my skills have progressed over the years. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump into it. This is a screenshot. I don't have a working sample of the website, but this is the original website for Denver Dustless, and uh, it's horrendous. I can't believe I actually put my name on this and that I actually did this. I remember at the time being all proud of this little gradient up top here, leading down into the black, and how it looked like a little sunset in the Denver sky and the sun. And I was super proud of this, and the client was very happy with it. He's still my client all these years later, 7 or 8 years later. But yeah, this is uh, just ugly. Not even counting anything else as far as the SEO or optimization, which I didn't really know much about 8 years ago. So yeah, here's the ugly original version. You see left-hand column menu, which I guess is okay. I don't do very many sites, if any, that way anymore. I'm a big fan of menus up top. So let's jump into the current version of the site, which this one the client just loved. I'm not totally ashamed of it, but I look at it and I can definitely spot certain things about it that really point out to the fact I didn't know a lot about optimizing. I mean, I optimized the site with some title tags and keywords and things of that nature, but there's not really any clear calls to action on this site. And keep in mind, I'm critiquing myself, so I'm trying to be as open-minded as I can. Not really any clear calls to action, not really any categorization other than the drop down menu for the hardwood services, and you can choose which service and go to a page about that service. But overall there's just not a lot of anything on this site to guide anybody to really click and call the customer or fill out a contact form. However, that being said, this site performs incredibly well, so which gives me a little apprehension about redesigning the site, because I told the client this time that I would redesign it and I would try to keep the overall feel of this site and the look of it, but try to improve it and make it a little more modern. So jumping right into it, I'll show you here. So this is the old site, and you can see, I mean, there's title tags are done right and everything. So I guess, like I said, not the worst site in the world. The client really loved this image I had chose for him and cropped out so much so he's put it on the side of his vans. It's really stuck with people. We bought the rights to that off of stock photo. And then I did like this little the footer here in these hardwoods. But one of the most popular pages on this site was this hardwood stained samples page with this what I now consider kind of a cheesy little slideshow. This was one of his most visited sites, so I wanted to make sure we did something good with that. So jumping right into it, I'm going to show you the new site I'm about ready to launch, and that is voila. I'm going to refresh this slideshow so you can see how I used the feet and that image he loved so much. A little bit of interactive here, kind of just made it a little better. I may go through and clean up this edge just a touch here. I don't know, I kind of like it's like a solid border too. But the next slide should come in here. Oh, I paused it. And you'll see again some qualifications. We do all these things, and then they can either request a flooring estimate, so a call to action here, another call to action, press play on the video, which you can do, and then it'll play this nice video.
Hardwood floors add lasting beauty, character, and value to any home. One of the best ways to protect that investment and enhance its beauty is to have your floors refinished. Denver Dustless is owned and operated by the Hoffman family, who have provided 3 generations of hardwood flooring excellence since 1948. It's a proud tradition that delivers unmatched customer satisfaction and makes Denver Dustless the top floor refinisher in Colorado. In the past, hardwood floor refinishing could be messy business, but not anymore. Denver Dustless uses state-of-the-art dust collection systems that virtually eliminate the mess associated with hardwood floor refinishing. You'll know that you're dealing with true professionals when you decide to partner with Denver Dustless. We'll arrive at your home in a clean, recognizable vehicle. Then our trained professionals will greet you at the door and discuss the job in detail before starting. This includes selecting a stain color and finish that will add ultimate beauty to your floor. After initial consultation, our professional crews will bring the sanding equipment into your home and connect it to our state-of-the-art dust collection system. This ensures a safer, cleaner refinishing process. Our process will even remove some of the toughest gouges and scrapes. Once the floor has been sanded, a special wood filler is troweled onto the floor to fill any cracks that may have occurred over time through the normal expansion and contraction process. The floors are then sanded again. If you'd like to change the color of your floor, stain can be added at this point. Finally, 2 to 3 coats of water-based or oil-based polyurethane finish are applied to create an exceptionally durable hardwood floor. If you select one of our low VOC water-based finishes, harmful vapors are virtually eliminated, keeping your home safer. Because of the fast drying time of water-based finishes, you and your family can get back to enjoying your hardwood floor in a fraction of the time compared to traditional oil-based finishes. Once completed, a Denver Dustless representative will go over the entire job with you personally and show you how to maintain the beauty of your new floor. Denver Dustless is also an expert in new hardwood floor installation as well. Our trained and experienced installers will take care of every aspect of installation, including tear out.
Okay, so that video is almost over, but I just wanted to show you the video because the reason for the call to action to try to get people to play it is the belief being that if somebody plays that video, then they're more likely to want to contact them because I happen to think it's a pretty good commercial, if you will. So that's one of the goals this time with this homepage right away is get somebody to do that, and then they can easily see the flooring estimate here and click on it and be taken right to the page to fill out this estimate. And if somebody happens to come here without having seen that first, they've got another option here. And one of the other bigger things I've done, when you look at this home page on this one, the video was here, but there was no call to action to get people to watch it. And so obviously adding it here, but the other thing I've done is I've put in some event tracking in Google Analytics. We can actually track how many times this video was played, which will kind of lead to hopefully some other optimization down the road. And if you scroll down here, you'll notice that, I set up this nice little, I wanted to categorize it into 3 areas. So rather than somebody having to find it, here, maybe clicking estimate or find the installation information, I wanted to put the 3 categories here. The installation, which you see is it opens up into a nice, see the nice clear image of it. But hardwood floor installation, and you can click anywhere and be taken directly to that page. Or you can go to, you can hover over in refinishing or hardwood floor repair. These are the 3 major, things that this client does. So I wanted to outline all of those and have somebody, be able to easily find their way deeper into the website because, that research shows the deeper into the website a person gets, the longer they're on it, the more likely they are to either call you or fill out this form. So that was the reasoning behind that. And then for Google, we need obviously some content. I've used some title tags. I've optimized it. I've redone a few of those things, put some, qualifiers in here on all of the pages and stuff. And also one of the other things I've noticed over on all the other websites I work on is a contact form on every page. Actually, those seem to get filled out way more than the one just on the contact page. And so I've made it convenient for people to be able to contact this client from any page of the website. So on every single page, you'll notice well, I lied, not on this page. That's because these are more information-based pages where people can see, these different stains. Because if you remember right, I told you earlier that the stains was one of their most popular pages. So I think I just made this look a little bit nicer, a little easier people to see samples laid out. But yeah, on all other pages, there's services pages, there's a contact form on the side, and we'll track those independently, these ones versus the contact forms from this page, we can track these independently. So I do need to put something in here just to fill this dead space. But anyhow, that's the new site, having gone from this, what I consider ugly thing, to this high performing site, to now what I hope, because we're going to be doing some optimization and I've optimized this a little more, will lead to more conversions, and also a, better final vision of this site here. That'll hopefully, like I said, lead to more conversions and some more organic traffic as well. So we'll keep an eye on those two numbers and just see if the organic traffic goes up, and I fully expect the conversions to go up as well, even if the traffic stayed the same. That's it for this little walkthrough. I am Chad Musgrove with ProAd Insight. I hope you've enjoyed it, my little trip down memory lane, as much as I did. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.